welcome. Welcome to the live. Hello, Hetty, my dear. I see a Jill. Hi, Jill. Hello. Hi, Natasha. How are you? I'm happy to be here today. I have a sing song. I've been singing songs all morning. It's been kind of fun. How's everybody? Our whopping 4 meditators right now. We will see more soon, I assume. Hello, hello. Heart, teach my mind. Yep. Very, very important for me today. Is this anyone's first time today? Natasha, your name seems slightly familiar, but I can't tell. And Jill, I know I've seen you in other people's lives, but I don't know if you've been here before. Hmm. Hey, Gary, how are you, buddy? Very cool, Natasha. First time from South Africa, Johannesburg. Well, it's nice to have you here. I hope you enjoy it. We have a lot of fun at my lives. There's a lot of love and some really cool, profound moments too. So I hope you enjoy it. New Jersey. Hey, you're not that far. I'm from Rochester, New York. Very cool. Jill, were you at Jackie's live this morning or was it Susan's last night? It was Susan's last night. You were asking about your dear deceased kitty and all that stuff. How are you feeling today? It was such a good reading from her. I love Susan so much. We do something similar here on my lives, although better, thank you. I'm so glad. I'm here to feel better too. Awesome. I love that. Well, for those two of you who are new so far, waves of grief. I feel you, my friend. Yeah, I have had loved ones die. I have a loved one dying right now. It is definitely like surfing the waves. Yep, feel the heal. Hey, Gary, I'm glad you're good. I'm really well today, Gary. I feel really surrendered. So my whole being feels really relaxed and like I'm not pressuring myself to be perfect. I'm not pressuring myself to get anything done by a certain imaginary date in my head. It's a delicious, peaceful feeling. It's nice to be surrendered. Deadline free is the way to be. You got some good rhymes there, Jill. That's awesome. I love it. So, for those who haven't met me before, I'm Greg Phillips, coming to you from Rochester, New York. Although I have no idea where this virtual background was taken or created, but I love it. It is mystical and sunshiny, powerful with some beautiful scenery. It is awesome. What I do is something called ChakraTouch. So I was given this gift about 15 years ago where I just channel love through my hand chakras into other people's chakras. However, as I grew and as time went on, I found out that I actually could witness and observe people's energy by tapping into their chakras, and their energy began to show me shapes and sounds and colors, and I began to describe it to people, and then together we went on this amazing journey to whatever resolution the energy in the moment needed for them at that time. So that's what I do here on these lives. I talk a lot about love and a lot about allowing. I share a lot about my own experience because I believe that it is life that is the greatest teacher. So, good morning, Joanne. I was thinking of you about an hour ago. How are you? Nothing to lose. I love how Susan said that last night, Jill. Your reading from her was so helpful for me because one of the things there's been this, what do you call it? Dichotomy, this dual dynamic going on where I feel the call to grow and expand in my life. And it's happening. I see evidence of it when I look for it. But when I don't look for it and I think about all the loss and all these other things, it really drags me down. So when she said last night that there is no loss, I thought about all the quote unquote things that I lost or people that I lost both over the last 15 years. And it's like, no, I didn't really lose them. I let them go. And that energy transmuted into something else. And that was really, really cool to hear last night. So Susan was talking a lot about surrender. And then this morning, Jackie Mancuso's cards were talking about surrender too. So that's my theme today. How are you guys? What's going on? How is your journey? How is your heart? Is your mind running the show? Is your heart the master today? Where are we at? It's all good. And while you guys are sharing, I will prep our beautiful list. Hello, my dear friend Jenny. How are you, dear? Good to have you here as always. So for the new folks, I take a list, but I do it a little different than other folks. Thanks to a friend's suggestion. I use a little spin the wheel app. So I can take as many names as people who want a reading, but we spin the wheel and we let the universe decide who gets called on. And that way, everything unfolds magically and mystically, just like the mist behind me. Oh, thanks, Jenny. I appreciate that. It was and is and has been a good birthday, and I am looking forward to more. Jill's feeling calm and serene after a wonderful restorative yoga class and meditation. Would you like to get on the list, Jill? Jill's number one. Thank you, Jill. Believe it or not, I am 60 years old. Can you believe it, guys? I don't look a day over, I don't know what, 37? Natasha is enjoying the surrender to what is within a space where I don't have control. Amen, sister. I love that for you. You're enjoying. That means you're embracing the surrender. That means you're just allowing and letting it flow. Oh my God. Really feel that. That's cool. My skin is fab. Jill, you're funny. Thank you. Thank you, Natasha. Yes. Jenny. I always love saying your name that way. I don't know why. You want 8, Kim? Wow. You guys are funny with the numbers. I love it. Thank you, Kat. Welcome to you. The colors are awesome, aren't they? It's really, I love picking backgrounds for you guys, for me too. Who else wants on the list? Speak up, my friends. It is a list available to all. Joanne. And yes, you can request a specific number from 1 to 15 if you wish. Natasha, I'm sing-songing everybody's name. My dearest friend, Hetty. Number 6. L, you just barely got number 6. How do you like them apples? 13, Cat? Okay, now you guys are getting complicated, but that's fun. Hetty, you're 5, or do you want 7? You want 7? Okay. At some point, we won't be able to choose the numbers. Anybody want 5? Kiana's here, not yet. Kiana's not here yet. Kiana always likes 11, which is funny. Hello and welcome to anyone who's new to my lives. My name is Greg. We're just having chit chat time while we all connect and share how we're doing before we get into some readings. Hetty, is 7 your lucky number? I know it is kind of fancy, isn't it? It's special. 5 and 7. Well, you had 5. I put you in 5. So you want 7 today. Okay. Anybody else? I've got 5 open, then 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. Yes, listen to your intuition. Natasha, I have you at 4 already, and that's similar to 14. Close your eyes and ask yourself which number wants to be listed the most. Listen to your intuition, to your surrenderedness. Stick with 4. Okay. Hi, Janine. You're welcome. Welcome to being new. You know what? We're all new. Every morning that we wake up, it is a brand new day, but I'm glad you're here. I hope you have a good experience. All right, my friends, last call to get on the list before I do a very brief meditation, and then we'll spin the wheel. I can tell you though, and I think Natasha, you're in the same place right now, I'm guessing, but man, to really surrender, God, it feels so good. It is just one of the most energetically delicious states of being that I can think of, other than like deep meditation, which is also sort of surrendered. But it's just like I've just let go of the agenda. I've let go of, I mean, they'll come back, but let go of these worries. You know, in the last 2 days, I've had 2 people very close to me assure me that I will have a place to live once my friend dies. Like, that just means a lot to me. And really, regardless of whether I do end up living with them, because I live with this friend who's dying from cancer right now, regardless of whether I end up living with those 2 people, what it is it's the universe saying, hey, Greg, nudge, 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 like some loud nudges, actually, knock, knock. Hey, you're being perfectly taken care of. You are safe. Remember that you are safe. You are always safe. You are always secure. So I'm really loving that today. It really is, isn't it, Natasha? A deep sense of inner peace. All righty. I think that's it for the list right now. It really is profound too. You're right. I love it. And honestly, as a spiritual seeker for many, many years, I've been at this for 35 plus years. Today, for where I stand today and the growth that I want, I just want to drop more deeply and deeply into my heart and feel more and more connected and trusting of the universe. I really do. I've spent many years in my life of trying to run the show. I spent years juggling all the different balls and stressing out and burning out. And you know what? It is just, excuse my French, but it is just frickin' easier to let the universe handle everything. And my favorite way of saying that is I just need to be me and let the universe handle the rest. So, all right, my friends, let's place our hands here on our heart chakra, left hand first, if you will, and right hand on top of that. Make sure that your feet or whatever part of you is touching either the floor or a seat or a couch, or if you're lying down, just feel into the connection of your body to the piece of furniture, to the floor beneath you, to the beautiful earth beneath that floor. And just let everything begin to wash over you. Any aches or pains in your body, let the owies go. Release them and turn them over to the universe, to the planet. Any thoughts about anything, any plans, any expectations, any stories, any judgments, just let them drop like rainfall from your mind to soak the ground beneath you. And as these small, busy parts of ourselves are released and fade away, move your mind's eye deeply into your heart space Deep, deep down where your very center of your heart is. Look upon it with love and curiosity as it beats in your chest, as the energy of love pulses and emanates from it with each beat. Boom, 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 boom. And simply repeat 3 times in a row. Heart, teach my mind. Heart, teach my mind. Heart, teach my mind. Heart, teach my mind. Feel yourself energetically dropping to one knee, and with a full heart, smiling and surrendered, let's join in asking the universe to guide us, to show us evidence of its unwavering love and support for us, and to help us always remember that we are safe, secure, and deeply loved no matter what we think. Take a deep breath in through your nose and then exhale through your mouth. One more, and try to sigh or hum or mumble on the exhale. Ah. Just letting the breath flow in and out, and one last time. Ah. Hmm. Shake your body a little bit, shake your shoulders, shake your arms and your hands. Wiggle your fingers as you come back to the moment. Heart, teach my mind. How was that? Let me know as we spin the beautiful wheel. Let's see, I need to remove a few numbers though. Eight, there we go. A shout out? What's a shout out, Mac? Do you want to get on the list for a reading? I'm happy to put you on the list for a reading. I'm not sure what a shout out is, but I can say, hey, Mac, how are you? That would be my form of shout out. Oh, hello, Mac. Nice to see you. You're welcome. That's what you meant by shout out. Okay, I get it now. Thanks, Gary. Okay, Tammy, happy to add you. Lady Sunshine. I love that. Dawn, I'm happy to add you too. Tammy Lady Sunshine. It kind of flows off the tongue, doesn't it? Tammy Lady Sunshine. I like that. All right. Let's see. We've got 1 through 10. Then we've got Ms. Cat at 13. Okay. Here we go, my friends. We are spinning the wheel, and the universe will decide who gets the first reading. Mac, do you wanna get on the list too? Okay. That means we will spin again because we have to add. Mac gets lucky number 11. All right, here we go again. You're welcome. I can't even remember what yeah, no Kiana yet. I don't know, maybe she's traveling or something. All right. Who is lucky number 7? Hetty. Wow. You went from 5 to 7 and you got called on. You are following your intuition, my dear. I love that for you. You're an accustomed to our ways here, so you know how this works. For anyone who doesn't know how this works, I often recommend bringing as clear of a question or an intention as you can. The guidance that I offer is not futuristic. I don't do any predicting. I work with the person's energy, and energy is just, I love working with energy because it's so purely in the moment. It's like one of the most pure present aspects of ourself. And so uh, that is also to take that into consideration when you form your question, comment, or what you wish for guidance. All right, Hetty, how can I be of assistance today? And Gary, I'm going to think about your suggestion of starting with the love bomb. We usually end with it, don't we? Hetty is very intuitive, but she is practicing a lot more with her intuition, and man, is it blossoming and expanding. Really, really is awesome. Jenny, you like that too? Starting with a love bomb? Your first chakra. Okay. Root chakra. Oh, root chakra is truly about our sense of connection to our bodies, the earth, our sense of safety, our sense of security, both material and physical well-being. Yes, it is trust too. It is very much trust. It's funny, I was thinking about that this morning. I was thinking how the root chakra, because I'm developing this ongoing group program that's based on the notion of unshakable us, like unshakable you becoming unshakable, which is sort of circles around this notion of creating unshakable sense of different things, unshakable sense of trust, unshakable sense of confidence, unshakable sense of love, right? So I was thinking about this a little bit this morning, and root chakra totally came up as trust. And then third chakra, solar plexus, came up as faith. And faith meaning sort of like belief, right? Which when you think about it, third chakra is related to self-confidence, our personal power, and our courage, our strength. And we really we need faith in the divine and in ourselves, belief, really. So root chakra, trust, really trusting that we are being taken care of. All righty. Hetty, feet flat on the floor if you can, my friend. Just feel the bottom of your feet connecting with the floor. Mm. And for you, what I'm sensing and feeling, Hetty, is this vast ocean. It's massive and the energy is so beautiful. The energy is, this is, okay, so there's a couple things going on. I kind of feel like there at your root, you're floating on this ocean. The waves are gentle. It's not a calm body of water right now, but the waves are gentle. And you're floating on it, but it's easy to surrender to the waves for you, but forget about how deep the ocean is and how vast it is and how you're always connected to it. And so that's Hmm. I feel like it's like the ocean is this vast, massive conduit. Like, how do I explain this? So, as you and I've talked about many times, how you as a Scorpio and just as you as an individual, your senses, your feelings, your connection to all that runs really, really deep, right? And but it's easy to get caught up in the waves, is what I'm feeling. It's easy to get caught up in like the surface, what's occurring at the surface of the ocean, right? And that, but the trust part is really it's twofold. It's trusting the depth of the connection in the ocean and trusting that the waves will always float you, basically, is what I'm getting. Let's see if there's anything else there. How is that coming across for you, my friend? Hmm. Hmm. Could be Gary, yeah. All right, Hetty. You still don't know. Okay. Hmm. Hetty, your heart. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I was really called to move up to your heart. I really want to say that you're not trusting that your heart will heal. And that's okay, my friend. Healing takes time. Yeah, healing takes time. I mean, don't we all know it, right? Raise your hand in chat if you've had a heartbreak, if you've lost somebody, if you've, lost something, a person, place, or thing that is important to you. I mean, we've all had it, Jill's going through it right now. I'm on the front side of it with Marty's cancer, I'm on the back side of it with lots of things. Like we've all had it. So A, my friend, sweetheart, you're not alone. And B, the heart does heal. And I'm on both chakras right now, root and heart right now, Hetty, but you would be the first to remind me that healing happens more easily in community, right? You would be the very first to remind me of that. So yeah, I'll come back, Mac. That rhymes. So yeah, like Hetty, I don't sense anything wrong with you, my dear. There's the ocean and your root chakra is vast and like I just feel like the heart space and the root space are calling you to just drop in and let go, to trust whatever you consider is the divine, to trust source, to trust the universe, to trust your community, to trust the four of us from last night together, right? Like we're all going to heal each other in beautiful ways. I know nobody knows what I'm referring to, but we Hetty and I and two others were meeting, having this beautiful little communal meeting, and like there's something really sacred about that, Hetty, and you can fall back on that as much as you said that I can trust that I could live with you, you know, once Marty dies. Like think about the gesture you offered to me, and then just I know it's hard to trust after a heartbreak, but this isn't about trusting other people. This is about trusting life. This is about trusting the universe and allowing it to carry you along your journey. It's like those journeys where I talk about how when we go for a walk in a new park, right? It's a brand new trail maybe, or we're walking in a new neighborhood we've never been to. there's a little bit of excitement, there's a little bit of anxiety and nervousness about the unknown, but we're usually going and doing those things with a sense of exploration, a sense of curiosity, a sense of open-heartedness about what we'll discover, right? A little bit of excitement about what we'll discover. And we know where we parked the car, though, right? We know where the trail started. We know that all trails have an end, even if it's a 10-mile trail and we didn't expect to walk that long, right? It's the exact same as traveling from here to another destination. We may not know exactly the route we're going to take in life, but when we can embody that kind of a trust, and man, I'm needing to hear this too, but as this is coming through, I'm totally resonating with it because we're all, my friends, we're all being called to trust life. We're all being called to trust the universe and to trust our hearts. And in your case, Hetty, yeah, and trusting ourselves, but you're practicing that. You're practicing trusting yourself by learning and tapping into your intuition. So you're doing awesome. As Susan Sage would say, you're doing great, babe. I love how she says that. No, you're really, I know it doesn't feel that way, but when you're not feeling like you can trust yourself, that's the time to remember the universe and to trust your friends, right? To trust your community. Like a leaf floating on a river or across the, I can't see what those are. It looks like the world. Hello, Kim. Good to see you. What does the wave mean? The wave on the ocean, it's the ocean. The thing about the ocean, it's always in motion. It's your emotions, is what I'm sensing. So your emotions, like, hold on. Hmm. Your depth of feeling is so vast that your feelings, you can feel as though your emotions are battering you around like waves on an ocean. And that is a scenario that is easy to get lost in and then to forget the deeper connection, to forget all that beautiful teeming life and all those vibrant colors at the floor of the ocean, to forget about how calm and still and yet vibrant and lively it is down there, right? To forget our connection to source, to forget our connection to universe. And I feel my feelings deeply too. We have that in common. They do feel sometimes like I get battered around by them. But that's my mind. That's our minds playing the trick of judgment, story, analysis, expectation. But when we just sit with what is, today I feel peaceful. Yesterday I felt awkward. The day before I felt pissed and angry and sad. Like, hello, this is life. It's our mind that does the battering around. It's our mind that's trying, when it's trying to run the show. Who else can relate to this? Raise your hand in chat. When the mind is trying to run the show, that's when I'm like taking out those baseball bats and beating up on myself and saying things that I just shouldn't believe? So I know it may not feel like it right now, but we're all here supporting you. You're on an amazing journey, and I trust the journey because I've been there. And I trust that in truth, in your true depth, you do trust yourself. But trusting yourself this deeply is new to you. So it's just like when you go to the gym or you're going out to exercise and you haven't done it in a while, muscles need some warm up. They're unfamiliar with the new exercise, perhaps. So just keep exercising that spiritual muscle, my friend. It's beautiful how you're growing just in the last few months. Like, it's amazing. And therein is an example of why I love to get to know people and do more and more work with them because as I learn more about them, there's parts of their journey that I can reference and make it more powerful. Hetty, how are you feeling, my friend? Natasha says, as you saying, Greg, if I may add, with respect to you, Eckhart Tolle refers to it as the deep I, as in the deep ocean versus the surface I or the waves emotions. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Natasha. No no disrespect. You're just echoing what I was reflecting, what I was seeing in Hetty. So she's currently experiencing that deep eye, as in the deep ocean. Awesome. Great. Are you complete, my friend? Shall we click to spin again? Yes. Wonderful. You're really doing beautifully. You really are. I know it's awkward. I know it's unfamiliar, but it's an amazing journey that you're on. All right. Wow. Okay. So Hetty relinquished 5 for 7, and now 5 gets called. Janine, are you still here? Thank you for sharing that wisdom, Natasha. We always appreciate extra wisdom because we're all connected. We're all connected here in my life as well. All right, Janine. You're new, so you just saw a little bit of how Hetty did it. And honestly, each reading, each journey is different. So we'll see. So what guidance do you seek today, my friend? Hi, Saman. How do I say that? Saman? Did I say that right? Hello, Saman. Welcome. Appreciate you coming to the live. Gary, I agree. That was nice. Solar plexus. Okay. I guess we're doing pick the chakra today too. That's fun. Janine, take your left hand for me, place it right on your solar plexus. If you know where it is. If not, just you you can you could put your pinky finger on the on your belly button with the other fingers above it, and that will loosely be in the right spot. And then the right hand on top of that. I'd be happy to, Saman. So I'm about to start doing a reading for Janine. I do something that I call ChakraTouch. It's this beautiful combination of energy reading and spiritual coaching. My gift is that when I tap into people's chakras, Saman, I actually begin to see the quality of movement of their energy, and it starts to show me different images, shapes, sounds, colors, what have you, which I then describe back to the person having the reading. And then together, I coach them and guide them on how to use that energy or what that energy means. Usually, it really depends on where the person's at, but it's very beautiful and very loving, I tend to think. So that is that explanation. All right, Janine. Hmm. Okay, got a clear picture now. Wow. Janine, there's a really interesting energy going. I'm always fascinated by people's energy, so I use lots of different descriptive words. But so in your solar plexus, it took a little bit to tap in, but what I am sensing and now seeing, Janine, I'm going to try and describe it to you. It might be let me take another peek at this. Okay, so okay. Well, I'm feeling a circular energy that is doing a wide, so there's a ball of energy that is doing a wide arcing spin like this from one side of the front of your solar plexus, right? So from the front, and then it's swinging around to the back, and then it is whipping back into the front at a higher velocity and like slamming up against the front, really. And it feels as though the movement is such as though the ball of energy is how do you say it? It's not alone, it's not isolated, it's connected, like it's on a string. So it's almost like there's a ball on a string, and at the end there's a handle, and I feel like the swing is being like that swinging motion is from if someone had a ball on a string on a stick, right? And they were going like this and then striking like in front of them. I don't know if that's a good description, but that's kind of what I'm feeling. So the energy starts off sort of like after the strike, the energy is a little dull, it's a little more relaxed, it's a little slower, but it's keeping its form in the beautiful art because whatever's going on is it's getting swung and it's getting swung and then it's striking the front. So it swings, strikes the front, swings, strikes the front, swings, strike the front. So after the strike, of course, it slows down a little bit, but whatever is doing the swinging, who or whatever's doing the swinging, is doing it, let's see, very intentionally with there's an intensity of focus as well as intention, and it's got this quality of there's a little bit of willfulness associated with it, but it has this quality of like, I'm gonna break through, I'm gonna break through, I'm gonna break through. How is that? See how that I'm never attached to being right about any of this stuff, by the way, my friends. But see how that resonates for you, Janine. I'm gonna take a drink. There's more to look at, but I need a drink. Hmm. Did I lose you, Janine? You still there, my friend? Hmm. This doesn't feel like a bad thing to me. It doesn't feel good either. There's a like I said, there is a focused intensity, a focused intention around it. Big changes over the past years. Is there some area of life where you're feeling, it's because how do I hold on, something's okay. So what's coming through is kind of like the focused intensity of this energy is akin to sort of like building up your courage, if that makes any sense. Sort of like I'm really wanting I'm really wanting to summon my power, right? So there's a that's totally what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like this person's like, I want to break through. I want to break through. I want my power. I want my power. I want my power. And the funny thing is, and I think we need to just, yeah, okay, got it. So Janine, just close your eyes, my friend. Keep your hand placement right there on the solar plexus and really just, if you're visual or if you're sensory, it doesn't matter, whichever one is strongest for you, just really drop into feeling or seeing this image, okay? As though you're watching yourself swing this. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know if you know what the weapon of a flail is like, but a flail is Morning Star, things like that. So there's a handle, there's a chain, and then there's a ball on the end, and this is definitely being swung like a flail or a morning star. It's a kind of a mace, but you could picture anything there. But just, I want you to just be with this, become the observer in your mind, move your mind's eye down to your solar plexus, and just watch, witness, and observe this piece of yourself going through the motions of this. And there's something really vital here that I was given, but I want you to actually watch it with me and just feel into it. No, it's not fear. Like, well, I'm not feeling any fear. It could be coming from fearful thoughts, though. So, anyways, Janine, just be with this. Try to be with it without any judgment, without any stories. We're not analyzing it. We're just allowing it to show itself fully to us. And as we look on with our witness and our observing mind, we're just wanting to see if there's a quality or a perspective that maybe we missed. Okay. And what I was being told is that the the disconnect you're feeling may hi Sherry, good to see you, dear. The disconnect that you might be feeling is when we okay, there is a disconnect, but there also is so what I'm seeing, Janine, is this figure has decided to try to break through. They've put their will, which the third chakra is will, right? but they've got a lot of mind going in with it. So they're just like, I've got to break through. I've got to break through. I want my power. I want my power. But when we step back and observe, what I'm seeing and feeling is that this figure is already incredibly powerful, and it is operating under the misconception that it needs to do something to make something happen with the power. And they've totally lost track, maybe didn't even know to begin with, that they hold all the power. How else could they swing this ball on a string in such a perfect circle? Like, think about it. Think about us as physical human beings. I don't know that I could swing a ball that way in a perfect arcing circle above my head and smash it into a surface and keep that circle going. And yet this figure has so much power and so much finesse like available to them, and they're using it the wrong way. They're not the wrong way. They're using it in a willful way of trying to break through instead of just embracing it and being, oh, look how powerful I actually am. Hello, Sarah. Good to see you, dear. Janine, how is that connecting with you? I don't like asking yes and no questions, but tell me how that's connecting with you. Can you see the power of this figure swinging the ball without judgment, without anything, any stories or goods or bads associated with it? Yes, you can. Double exclamation point. So now just drop into, as you're observing them, as you're watching, look at this power that they're embodying, that this particular figure, a piece of yourself perhaps or not, has been operating so strongly and powerfully, but kind of clueless about that actual innate power, right? They're they sort of misunderstood that power isn't a doing thing, but that it's a being thing. So they've sort of really skipped over seeing their own power, and they're thinking that they need to execute their power, if you will. Saman, I'd be happy to add you after we're done with Janine. You don't need to strive. Yes, exactly. You can have desires. We're human. We have desires. We have wants. But the striving, I love that you use that word. The striving, the trying too hard, the trying to make something happen instead of letting the universe unfold with it and knock our socks off, you know? And this is a message that I am constantly needing the reminder of. So I appreciate your vulnerability and this message inside. So the two main takeaways that I want to leave you with, Janine, is you are powerful. You already are powerful. Now it's the journey of learning how to use that from a being standpoint rather than a striving and a doing standpoint. And that's not to say that there won't be moments where you will need to take action, because that's part of life. That's something that I've had a bitter pill to swallow around, and I'm embracing that more and more. But it starts with the beingness. It starts with making that connection inside. And when you forget that you're powerful, my friend, whatever you consider the divine, or even anybody, this is good for anybody. Whenever you feel you have no power, or you feel you're powerless, or you feel that you've given all of your strength and you've drained it, we can always ask the divine, whatever you call it or consider it, we can always ask for them, for the divine to come and fill us with its strength and its courage and its faith. And I have a beautiful track of divine invocations. I know Joanne uses it every morning. It's a great, beautiful little track. And I encourage you to check it out. Okay, Janine. Great journey. Wow, I love you guys so much. You guys have amazing journeys, and I get to go on them with you and witness. I love it. Good. Are you complete, my dear? Yes, Monica, happy to add you. Now I have to add 12. Janine, how are you feeling after that? Hmm? You're welcome, Monica. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14. Fantastic. Amazing. I love that for you. I love that for you. Well, how's that? Janine's first time today, and she gets a powerful message from the energy in her solar plexus. Hi, Melissa. Welcome. All right. I will add you to the list for the next spin. Yay, Janine. All right. Lucky number 3. Who was lucky number 3? Joanne. Are you still here, my friend? One of my friends from the future? That's that's my joke about people from New Zealand and Australia. They're from the future. Welcome to anyone who's joined us since we started. My name is Greg. I do something called ChakraTouch, which is this beautiful combination of energy reading and spiritual coaching. I've been given the gift of being able to tap into people's chakras and see the quality of their energy and then describe it to them and help them learn from it or move it, shift it, whatever resolution the energy is wanting for the day. Janine, you're in the future too? Very cool. Joanne, are you still here? Did we lose her? Did somebody see her text something that she had to go? Sometimes that happens. Sometimes life happens. Sherry, I can add you. The list is quite long, though. The longer it gets, the less chance. Well, no, actually, the universe is in charge of that, aren't they? I was about to say something untrue. And Stacy Marie. Guys, we're up to 17 numbers. That's crazy. I love it. So, Joanne, last call for our dear friend Joanne from the future. Okay, so tapping into her. I think she might be back. So if she does return, I am going to give her, I'm going to put her, I'm going to prioritize her as a return. So just so that you guys know, but we will spin again. No, Joanne. Okay, here we go. Spin, 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 spin. Lucky number is 14. We have a winner. Monica, you are the next contestant on ChakraTouch. What are they? I don't know. It's kind of like a game show, but I don't want to be. I am silly, by the way. Anybody who doesn't know me, I'm a goofball. So get used to it. Monica, how can I be of assistance to you? What guidance do you seek from your energy today? Hmm. Please tell you about your career. I will need a little bit more clarity on that, my friend. Um, can you flush that out a tad more? Are we talking about guidance around the life direction, life path, your calling? What are we looking at? Come on down and through, Mark. Kim, you are so funny. Whatever I see. Okay. Um, so you clearly have a question, a curiosity of sorts. I'm also, where in your body, close your eyes, Monica, and just for a moment, let the world slip away and listen deeply to your heart. Where in your body are you feeling this question the most? Heart space it is. All right, my friend. Take your left hand, place it on your heart chakra, right hand over it, and close your eyes. Let's see what's going on in your heart. Well, the first thing I saw was a sort of a wide sweeping swirl of energy. But then when it kind of like left the heart and then went a big, big sweeping, swirly arc. And then when it came back to the heart, it, what did it do? It's kind of, it's kind of in front of the heart, kind of making waves like this, back and forth in front of the heart. So the energy is, I want to say the motion is fluid. Yes, you're definitely in a time of flux, of fluidity, but there is okay, there's a directionless quality to it, which isn't good or bad. So, oh, now interesting. Mm, it's it's making a figure eight, Monica. It's making a figure eight. It is very, very fluid, and I would describe it as very allowing. So it's um it's the type of energy that is hmm it's very fluid and graceful, but intentional with its movement. There's a lot of depth to this feeling. And it's easy to suddenly, yeah, like that, Tiamara. It's making a figure eight sideways, yeah, or not a figure eight, but an infinity symbol. So there's a couple dynamics going on here, Monica. And I've got the sense of it, but not the words yet. So give me a minute here. It's really quite amazing. So picture the infinity sign, right? But instead of picturing it as a static drawing, right? Picture it as though every part of it is in powerful, fluid motion. That's kind of what I'm seeing. It's not like there's a ball tracing the line, okay? Because that was what I thought originally, but it's not. It's like this, it's like it's the full infinity symbol, and every piece of it is flowing in a beautifully connected, powerful, but quiet, very quiet, but potent. It's in this quiet and potent flow. And the funny thing is with if we were, if that were, let's say that were an art piece or something on a video and we were really busy. I don't know where this is coming from, but this is what the message I'm getting. If we were really busy walking down the street and we walked by a shop that had this exact infinity symbol, the exact movement, this sort of perfectly connectedness, fluid, it's like one line making this infinity symbol, and it's constantly in motion. If we were to walk by and be really busy, out of the corner of our eye, we'd catch it and we would think solid infinity symbol. But there's so much more going on here. So solid infinity symbol, if we mistake it for that, Monica, what I'm actually sensing is that there's a lot in motion that is totally connected and very powerful. But when we glance at it from the side, we're thinking it's stuck. We're thinking it's a solidified infinity symbol, and we're just like, oh, that's just an infinity symbol. But the essence, the message from this, my friend, is we want to be dropping in and really being present with the motion, with the energy that is in motion. It may not feel like you're going anywhere. You've been seeing infinity signs everywhere? Wow. Yes. So possibly the limitlessness, Sherry, but the real strong sense that I'm getting, Monica, is to not overlook the depth of the energy and the movement of this. And it's so, so easy. I have been on the path. I've had a lot of discerning in my life, a lot of how do I fit in? Where do I go? I mean, I just turned 60 and I only released ChakraTouch last November and only really started to embrace it earlier in 2023. So I understand this feeling of something in my heart calling me, some sort of like there's something for me, there's something about me, but feeling stuck and like not like I'm moving. And the biggest thing about this beautiful picture in your heart right now, Monica, is that it is in motion. It is not powerless. It has power and it is in infinite motion. And it's really not the fact that it is quote unquote stuck in an infinity symbol, because energy really isn't stuck, right? It's always in motion. The beauty is in seeing the fluidity and the power and the grace of this motion. And then I also think it's calling you to remember the divine, to remember the divine in this process of, whatever it is you're ending up wanting to do for your career. If you can, I know it's really passe to talk about follow your heart. How will I interpret from my understanding how it impacts infinite motion for what? What's coming my way? My readings aren't predictive. I can just talk about the energy that's within you. I'm sorry about that, but the interpretation comes from your heart, my friend, not from the mind. So that's I really feel that it is beautiful though. Yeah. I really feel that this visual is calling you to be purely, deeply, and simply present with it. Like it's saying, tap into me, forget about what you're thinking, and just be present with it. And I do feel that it will reveal mysteries to you because it's your energy. There's something stirring inside you, but it's not just like stirring in a pot, right? It's stirring in an infinity symbol. And I don't know ultimately what that meaning is. You're seeing them. So there's definitely something going on with that. And, we have to, like we were talking earlier, trust the universe, trust that more will be revealed. But I feel like, yeah. The message I'm getting is look up spiritual significance of an infinity sign and read about it. Like, because it's happening, it's coming into your awareness and your consciousness since you've been seeing it. And hello, I saw it too, which I love this work. It's crazy how that synergy works, right? And that synchronicity. But it's calling you to pay attention to it, not the questions about it. Does that make any sense? I know it's a really subtle difference. It's a really subtle difference. Tammy's even been painting them. Yeah, drop into the beauty of the infinity symbol. The infinity symbol may have a significance, or it may just be a container, right? To show you that your energy, even when it's in something, the energy is still moving. And in this case, your energy is beautiful, has a great amount of grace and finesse and power. And that is whatever's going on in you, the message I'm getting is that's what you're wanting to focus on. That's what you're wanting to be present with. And that's what you're wanting to let inform you and flourish in your life. And it's almost like calling you to meditate on this infinity symbol, but the movement in it, not so much the symbol. So yeah, I'm really fascinated to find out what you learn about this as you go with your journey. This is a really beautiful energy in your heart. Infinity is what we are, from my belief system, Kim. Yeah. GMR says the infinity signifies its endlessness, connection. If you turn it right side up, it's the 8 for abundance. I love it. Look it up. Get out of your head and tap into your heart. Yeah, GMR is right on with it. Monica, how are you doing? What are you feeling? It's reassuring the sign has a meaning for me to look for. Would you connect this with 1111 sign 2? It's showing up too. Everybody has a different feeling about duplicating numbers. I love them. I call them angel numbers. To me, they have usually have one universal message, but that's the meaning I've assigned to it. I would encourage everybody to ask their intuition and their heart and their divine, what it means to them. To me, whenever I see duplicating numbers, I feel like it's my angels saying, all is well, all is well, all is well. Everything is working out for you. And so I love duplicating numbers. They just make me feel good. Yeah, but definitely like the other main piece of so the two main pieces for this, the takeaways for you, Monica, is be present with this energy, not this just symbol, but the energy moving in the symbol. And then the other half of that is like Giamar said, look it up, research it, investigate it, have a curious mind, have an observer's mind, go on an adventure exploring what about this infinity symbol. And I don't know what will reveal to you, but hey, why not, right? It's happening in your life. You're seeing it all the time. Might as well get curious and do a little research and check it out. I think it would be fun. Yeah, the energy of the infinity symbol. I am very curious about it too. Come back another time and let us know what you learn. You're welcome. Thank you for opening your heart to us. You're definitely on a journey with this, my friend. There is movement. So if you ever think that you're stuck, remember what we saw in your heart today. All right? A quote unquote static infinity, but the lines of the infinity symbol were constantly in motion. So important information just in that. Why is it moving? I don't know. It's moving because energy moves. It could be an emotion, it could be a desire. That is part of your journey, which I still feel like the research part you're going to learn from. Hopefully, we'll see. There's no such thing as normal with the work that I do. Everybody's energy is different. You could come back on Friday for my next one, and I might see a teddy bear in your heart, or I might see a swirling spiral of misty looking energy. It's our energy is different from day to day, you know? And that's why I love working with it because, we have our thoughts that we carry, the stories that we have our whole lifetime. We have our journey. We have our thoughts about the future. But here in the moment, our energy just purely is, and it can reveal so much to us just in the moment. So it's really, really really, really lovely. It's probably used in more than just tarot, isn't it, Kim? I'm imagining there is the message I'm getting is, and this is why they're not giving me a specific for you because the message is you will learn from going and looking for yourself. That's the journey right now is to look this up and to research it and find where it comes from. And there'll be parts, Monica, you might research something and find out that the infinity sign was used all over the place for a certain whatever, right? And you might be, I don't really resonate with that. Trust that. Trust that feeling. Trust the flow of that energy. But when you find and read something and you're like, get excited and interested and like your curiosity's really piqued, go with that. Follow that thread. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm always amazed when something that I see is then something that somebody's already either feeling or has been seeing in life. So the fact that you've been seeing infinity symbols means that this is significant to you, but your journey is to figure out why it's significant. All I can tell you right now is that your energy is wanting you to know that you're not stuck and that you are being called to learn about the movement, the fluidity within this infinity symbol. And that could mean a lot of different things. That could mean about the movement of energy within the infinite oneness that we all are. We don't know. So do report back. I'd love to find out. Are you complete, Monica? Is that good for now? I love how curious you are. So continue to keep asking the questions. Yeah, about this. But now you have a sense of direction too, of something to sort of put the questions into instead of the mind losing itself and trying to manage and control the whole thing. Hopefully that makes sense too. Sherry says, I love being present here. It's so fascinating. Oh, thanks, Sherry. Right? So fascinating, Stephanie says. Probably I was directed to your live today, Monica says. I usually don't come on Insight Timer at this hour. Well, yeah, I would like to believe that you were. Yay, very good. Surrender to the message from the universe, Natasha says. I'm so glad it was helpful, Monica. Yeah, you're not stuck. It's so easy for us when we think about anything we want to think in terms of A and Z. But you know what? There's an entire alphabet of letters that when you move them around in different ways, they form all the different words, in our languages, of all the different languages, you know what I mean? And there's even more than A and Z. There's some languages that don't even use those, right? So there's no stuckness. It's just this journey we're on, and it's really learning how to allow that journey to unfold. And again, as we started with, heart teach the mind. The mind is a horrible master. Don't let the mind run the show. The mind is a powerful tool, though. We need it when we meditate. We need it when we ask questions. We need it when we research. It's a wonderful, wonderful tool. All righty, we're moving on from Monica. Are you complete, dear? Yes? Yes, yes, very good. Infinite oneness, Stephanie says. You are simply awesome. Thank you, Monica. Well, please do follow so you get notified of the next lives and check out my tracks. We've got a few favorites in our group here that we like. So yeah, have some fun with that. I don't think Joanne, are you back, sweetheart? Where are you, my dear friend from the future? Monica, beautiful journey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just gonna write an infinity symbol right there. All right, my friends. Thank you. Appreciate it. I love all the follows, guys. I love the community on Insight Timer. I love how vulnerable and courageous people are when they come and they have a reading. And I love love. And so if you're interested in love, I've also got a really sweet little group. A number of us are in called the Circle of Love. You can find the link for it at the very, very bottom of the first page on my teacher's profile. And if you feel so called to donate, I warmly and welcomely receive them in my heart. They support my business. They help me do more ChakraTouch for people. And as things grow, we will reach more and more people. And also, if you have any interest in connecting outside of Insight Timer, on the About section of my profile, I have my Linktree link, and that goes to all my socials. I record all these live streams and put them up on my YouTube. So if if you had a reading and you can't quite remember what we talked about, you can check out my YouTube channel and do the replay and sync right back into that again with maybe more insights and whatnot. Anywho, thank you, Monica. That is a very loving and sweet donation. I appreciate it. Joanne, yay, Joanne's back. You're welcome, Jill. Yes, okay, Joanne. Oh, you kept crashing, so you had to update. I hate that. I don't like when Insight Timer crashes during a live. Joanne, you got called, and I promised the universe that you would get a reading if you came back in time because you got called. Thank you, Monica. I really, really honor and appreciate that as well. Hi, Seeds. Welcome back. Don't think I've seen you for a few sessions. Yeah. Joanne, plug your device in. I found that my app crashes less when I plug in. I think that there is a battery, like a battery or memory issue that when my device stays plugged in, it doesn't happen as much. Since I kept it plugged in, it hasn't crashed as much. So try that. Anywho, Joanne. Hi, Carlotta. Oh, Carlotta, I don't know if there'll be time. I'm going to do a reading for Joanne right now. And today I really need to wrap up at the hour and a half. So, but please do come back. I'm here every Wednesday at 2:22 p.m. Eastern, Fridays at 4:44. And I'm doing Sundays. I haven't settled on a time. So you really probably would want to follow just to get notified of that. Or allow your guides in the universe to bring you to the next one. All right, Joanne, you are our last contestant on ChakraTouch Live. Thanks, Carlotta. Appreciate your understanding. Really, really, really looking forward to continuing to do these lives and bringing group programs to you guys so that we can get to know each other more and really go deep on some really fun topics using ChakraTouch. Go, go, Joanne. Woo! Joanne says, I am in chronic pain and I'm supposed to be traveling overseas on Monday, which is filling me with fear and anxiety. I know you didn't mean to make that rhyme, but just drop into that for a moment. It's filling me with fear and anxiety. Even in the midst of the pain, you can come up with an amazing, beautiful statement. Tell me about the chronic pain. Where do you want to focus today, Joanne? You've done this before. So pick a chakra, pick a body area, whatever you want, my friend. I'm already feeling your energy on this. Wow. Okay. Oh, my dear friend. Hmm. Joanne. Yeah, probably not. Probably root chakra, lots of pain, knee and shoulder. Wow. Okay. So the I'm just gonna go with what I'm first sensing though. So, yeah, there's how do I describe this? There's like this. uh, I can feel the anxiety, Joanne. I'm right there with you, and it is representing as uh, I've never seen something like this before, and I want to call it a lightning storm, but it's not a lightning storm. So it's like a lightning storm, but it's not. It's there's this cloud or this mist, and there's not lightning strikes, but there's like sparks, and they definitely have the sort of the potent electricity of lightning, but they're more like that. So the sporadicness and the randomness of lightning, the oh, excuse me, releasing something for somebody there. The brightness of the flash of the light, the intensity of that flash of the light, and then it's just happening all over this cloud. And it's just, I'm really getting the sense that I mean, you've said this, but you're in overwhelm right now. And saying overwhelm is just really, really, really potent because when I get an overwhelm, I tend to forget this. I don't remember where I learned this, but somebody once taught me that when I'm in overwhelm, I'm thinking that I need to do it all myself, that I am the sole person responsible for this situation, for solving this, for resolving this, for taking the action or whatever. And it's like all of my mental and energetic whatever, it's like I put everything into one big bag and I sling it over my shoulder, right? And so that may be your shoulder pain. And the weight of that may be affecting the knees because there's no flexibility. There's no room for movement. Like it's very that thought of that I have to do it all myself. I'm the only one that can do this is so it's so overburdening. I just really want to encourage you, my friend, to just see that. Let's just drop in with that. Okay, Joanne? Just picture yourself slinging a big sack of whatever. We don't even care what's inside. It's as big a sack as Santa Claus would have, and just throw it over whatever shoulder's hurting and just observe it. Just watch, just be with it. My God, my friend, what a burden that is to put all that pressure on yourself. All that pressure when you're not really alone, when you have the divine, when you have the universe, Yes, there is chronic pain, there is hurt, but you're not separate from the universe. And I know chronic pain is really challenging and really hard sometimes, but it also can be a gateway to learning and dropping in and learning more and more about ourselves. Many people have experienced it as the gateway to their own spiritual growth and expansion. Yeah, just be with me for a moment, Joanne, with that sack over your shoulder and just feel how heavy it is. And just like, oh, can we put it down for a moment, Joanne? Can we just take it off the shoulder? Just let it slip off the shoulder. Excellent. Let it drop to the floor at your feet and just stand and look at it. Oh my God, look at how big this sack of fill in the blank is. I wasn't going to swear, but you know what I was going to say. And honestly, my friend, I'm there with you looking at the sack. I want to encourage you to just pull up a comfy chair behind you. Just fabricate it, create it in your mind magically. It just slides in behind you. There's evidence of the universe supporting you. It slides right in behind you, and it's a beautiful, comfy chair. Not too big, not too small. And you can just sit, ease yourself down into it. And I'm really feeling that this bag is wanting for us to open it up and look into it. Are you willing to look in the bag, Joanne? All right. So I want you to reach forward. Before we do that, place your hands on your heart, my friend. And remember that you are love, that we are love, and that we're all here together. We're here to support you, and the universe is here to support you. So I want you to do whatever you need to right in this moment to call in and invoke that divine love, my friend. Universe, please open and fill our hearts with your divine love. Let it fill our heart space so much that we can feel and see without a doubt that we are cared for and loved by you at all times, even when we are the ones to make the disconnection. Thank you for never leaving our side. Thank you for always and infinitely being available to us when we just ask. And just ask, Joanne, ask for that divine love and strength and courage to come and fill you right at this moment. Breathe it in and reach for the sack. Reach for the opening of the sack and just gently and lovingly open it up and slowly lean over and peer down into it. And what do you see? What do you see? I'm sensing that the bag is empty. It's black. There's a bunch of, it's just empty, dark. It's like a void. But what do you see? Oh, I need another drink. Yes, black nothingness. All right, Joanne. Reach into that black nothingness with your left hand, my friend. Reach down in, rummage around, and feel for something. And wait until your hand feels something really comfy and cozy, furry. There's a stuffed animal in there, Joanne, and I want you to find it. No, you thought it was rocks because your mind has built up the magnitude of this burden, my friend, when there is really no burden. The mind has fabricated what's inside the sack. The sack, I mean, we all have baggage, whether it's carry-on size or bigger, doesn't really matter. We all have baggage. So reach in. There's a stuffed animal in there, Joanne, that is wanting you to find it. So rummage around with your left hand in there and find this stuffed animal. I don't know why it's a stuffed animal. For me, I was thinking teddy bear, but we're going with stuffed animal. And take as much time as you need to rummage around in there. Reach as deep into that black empty sack as you can and find this beautiful, fluffy, sweet, comfortable stuffed animal. And what is it? Tell us about it when you find it. It's a fluffy white dog. Tell us about it. What's it look like? Is the fluff a little worn, or is it still got its sheen and bright whiteness? How are the eyes? Are they made out of buttons or beads or something else, or little jewels? What is it like? What kind of expression is on the fluffy dog's face? Does it still have a tail? Is it wearing a collar or a bow? Does it have anything on it? This is beautiful. Joanne, you're so courageous. Hmm. It's small with enormous softness. It has bright green eyes with one black foot and a collar of jewels. Oh, that sounds adorable. Joanne, this is a part of you, that soft, beautiful, decorative, artistic, creative, bright white part of you that you've tucked away for safekeeping. It's that sweet little part that just wants you to embrace it. It wants to go with you on this journey, Joanne, to remind you that there is always this sweet, beautiful comfort available to you. I'd almost recommend that you bring a stuffed animal with you on your trip as a reminder, something you can cuddle with and remember all the beauty of this perfect moment. And little puppy dogs are just like they always want to play, right? And they love us so unconditionally, and they take on our stuff and they transmute our physical pains and our owies, and they're so beautifully connected to source. They're never as distant from source as we are, and that's why they can live in the moment so beautifully and be so carefree and so, most doggies are so jolly, right? And it's so warm and snuggly, Joanne says. Yeah. Hmm. This is really lovely, Joanne. Well, guess what? You don't need the bag anymore right now. You found the stuffed animal. You found the beautiful fluffy dog. You can take the bag with you if you want, or you can just choose to leave it there at your feet. So you can rummage through it some more and see if you want to find out what else is in there. But honestly, I think the fluffy white dog stuffed animal is pretty much a win-win right there. So I would encourage you to just leave the bag be for now. You can always pick it up again later if you want. It's there in your heart. How are you feeling now, Joanne? Hmm. Okay, good. Well, beautiful, beautiful journey. Your willingness to be with that overwhelm and that overburdened feeling for a moment is really what brought you to that lightness. And guys, it's such a good example that Joanne's just given us, right? It's only in my life experience and in my belief system, it's only when I embrace the feelings, whatever they are, when I'm lovingly present with them, loving allowance for all things to be all things, not just the good and the bad, but all things to be in their own time and place, starting with ourselves. When we embrace that, it's like what Jill said at the beginning, feel to heal, right? When we embrace it with love, with presence, without those stories and the judgments and the analysis from our mind, right? Then we're in this pure place of surrender and we can look at it and go, oh, I'm scared about this. Oh, I'm anxious about this. Oh, I'm pissed off about this. Okay. Hmm. Let me just be with that. Let me just be with it. It doesn't need to change. I don't need it to change right now. If I'm be with it, it will shift and change, right? There's a beauty, there's a deliciousness to this that when we embrace it, then we can just sort of left foot, right foot and go through that. And the next thing you know, boom, you're feeling something different and our energy shifts. Kim says, have a good trip, Joe. Cuddle that little fluffy thing in your heart. Thanks, everyone, for your love. Yes, Joanne, absolutely. Wonderful. All right, my friends, we are going to wrap up with a beautiful, loving meditation. 1 hour, 30 minutes. Not a full love bomb, but actually, yeah. Let's do a love bomb. We got some new people. They deserve to experience it, right, guys? Alrighty. We'll go a little longer just to do a love bomb. So what a love bomb is this beautiful meditation that really calls love into our hearts and raises our vibration, right? And then we come and live and be in that space while we extend that out to the rest of the people here in the live. So just settle your body down. If you're sitting, feet flat on the floor, place your left hand on your heart chakra and your right hand on top of it. Yes, Sherry, you haven't? Oh, fantastic. Here we go. Thanks, Joanne. I love you very much. Just be gentle with yourself, my friend. Okay? Take that fluffy dog in your heart and in the plane if you need to. Here come the bomb. All right. So, my friends, close your eyes. Place your hands on your heart chakra and using your mind's eye, peer deeply into your heart space. Look for what your actual heart, not the physical one, but your energetic heart looks like. Be the observer and the witness. Is it round and soft looking? Does it look like a heart emoji? Is it sort of like your physical heart, but animated? And just really watch and observe. And as you watch your heart, lovingly extend your hands deep into your heart space to reach out and gently pick up your heart and hold it in your hands, gazing at it with joy and wonder. Here is my heart. Here is my beautiful heart. It is full of so many amazing qualities. My heart can be tender or it can be strong. It can be full or empty, open, closed. So many beautiful qualities exist in our heart at the same time. And allow this moment, allow this knowledge to build a seed of love in your heart. It plants this seed there and it begins to shine and grow. And as you bask in the light of this glow, allow to come to mind a person, place, or thing that you deeply, purely love. There's no stories, there's no judgment, no analysis or expectations. It's a person, place, or thing, no matter how grand or simple it is, that you deeply, immediately love when you think about it. And just hold that person, place, or thing in your heart and feel that add to the love. Oh, I just love this person, place, or thing. I love how Insight Timer people come together in community and are so open to experience themselves and the path to their own heart. And as you are considering that person, place, or thing that you deeply love, allow to bubble up and come to mind another person, place, or thing, and hold them in your heart. And then allow another person, place, or thing to come up and begin to bombard and barrage your heart with all the different people, places, and things that you can think of that you deeply, unequivocally love. And begin to speak them out loud or type them in the chat if you want. It's so good to say them out loud. I love my bed and how comfortable my comforter is and how great the pillows feel when I slide into bed all ready to rest. I love that feeling of waking up in the morning fully rested. I love really good home cooked food made by a loving person. It's so yummy. So many delicious flavors and love feeling. I love doing my lives and sharing my gift. And I love hearing from all of you about how your life is going and what you're experiencing and guiding you on the path. And I love meditation music. It's so, so good for me. I love my brother and my sister. I love getting together with them. I love how supportive and loving they are during this challenging time for me. And I love the sweetness of surrender. Oh my God. Wow, do I really love that? I'm feeling so much love for surrender right now. And just let all these different people, places, and things bombard and fill your heart with love, my friends, and watch as that love expands to fill the entirety of your heart space, your whole chest. It expands even further out, filling your body, whatever color the light is, the quality of it. It's so bright and potent and soft and soothing. Just sink in and live in this feeling, in this vibration. And when you're ready, keep your left hand on your heart and reach your right hand forward, palm facing out. And imagine placing the palm of your right hand on the back of someone else's heart here in the group. Our 100 meditators all coming together to reach out and touch each other's back of their heart. And as you do so, watch as an energetic circle of love forms of all of us holding our own hearts and touching the heart of another. You don't have to send any energy to them, although you can if you wish, but just being in this space causes you to vibrate and resonate and spread that beautiful love. And when you're ready, bring your hands together in prayer, palms facing each other in front of the chest, and give a deep bow either in your mind or physically. And thanks for all of us being here today. All of us tapping into the true love that we always have access to in our heart of hearts. It is through that love that we remember that we are all love and that we are connected through love, that we are never, ever alone. Slowly and gently come back to the moment, to your physical now. Open your eyes slowly and gently. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being here with me and all of us today. Please do come back for another one, especially if you didn't get to have a question today. We'll always have time. At some point, your question will be answered, as a friend of mine likes to say. Maybe not by me, but by someone else. So I'm sending you much love. I wish you all a beautiful evening, morning, or day, whatever you are about to pursue. And I really look forward to seeing everybody again. You're welcome, Sherry. Either at one of my lives or somebody else's. And if you feel so called, if you're working on something really deep, or if you've got something that you would really love to unpack, I never really we have beautiful time here for the readings, but and when I do privates, we can really unpack stuff. So it can really go quite deeper. And it's even more powerful and profound than what we have here on the reading. So if you feel so called to it, reach out to me through Insight Timer or check out my link tree. I am always open to doing privates for people. They're beautiful and amazing and wonderful. And I love you guys so much. Have a great day. Um, I think that's it. I hope that that was a beautiful love bomb for all of you. Wonderful, Natasha. Yes, I'm so glad you were here. Yeah, awesome. And Monica, yay. Keep us posted about the infinity symbol. That's so exciting. All right, Regan, thank you for saying thank you. Nice to see you. All right, my friends, I'm going to go. Take care of yourselves. Be well. Be nice and kind to yourself. Have fun. And just remember to find any way to surrender, my friends. We all need to let go on some level. Not need. I hate saying need. We're all deserving of that deliciousness of surrender and having that experience. And I am trying to trust the universe more and more every day. Not always easy, but it is my goal and my truest intention. So I also hold that for you. All right. Bye. Have a great night. Thanks for being here.